If you want to sound like a native English speaker, you need to stop saying thank you. No, you don't. Most native English speakers say thank you very often. I probably say thank you 10 to 20 times per day. Thank you and thanks are the standard things that we say when someone gives something to us or does something for us. Are there other things that we sometimes say instead of thank you? Yes, there are, and today we are going to talk about 7 of them. However, I also want you to understand that these things can sound very unnatural if you use them in the wrong situations. And when we use them, we often use them with thank you. So you don't need to stop saying thank you. So now let's go ahead and take a look at these 7 other things that we might say with or instead of thank you. I really appreciate it. This one is very common and very easy to use. However, we don't use it for simple everyday things like a server giving you food or a cashier giving you a receipt. In those situations, you usually just say thanks or thank you. You use I really appreciate it when someone does something that is kind or thoughtful. Also, you're usually going to use this one with thanks or thank you. If your friend spends 30 minutes helping you with something, you might say, "Thanks for helping me with this. I really appreciate it." That's very kind of you. This one is very similar to I really appreciate it. We're basically just using different words to say the same thing. That's too kind of you. Use this one when someone does something that is extra kind. We use the word too when something is more than we expected it to be or more than we need it to be. So when we say, "That's too kind of you," what we are really saying is, your level of kindness right now is much higher than anyone would ever expect it to be. If your neighbor brings you a fresh loaf of bread that they just baked, you could say, "That's too kind of you. Thank you so much." And here are 2 other ones that basically mean the same thing. You didn't have to do that, and you shouldn't have. Maybe someone surprises you with something amazing. You could say, "Aw, you shouldn't have. Thank you so much." And sometimes we add something to you shouldn't have. For example, "You really shouldn't have done all of this. How thoughtful of you." This is just another way to say, "Thank you. That was very thoughtful of you." What would I do without you? This is one that we use when someone who you know helps you with something, especially if they are someone who helps you very often. Maybe you are driving to the airport and you realize that you do not have your passport. So you tell your husband, and your husband says, "Oh, I have it. Don't worry." You could say, "What would I do without you?" So yeah, those are 7 other ways to say thank you. But don't forget, most of the time, we just say thank you. So don't stop saying thank you. Thank you for watching.